Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Tonight we're going to continue our deep dive into Tedori Jujitsu Green Belt Tip 1, this time from the head. So now we have 3 moves against a headlock. Fair warning, the very first move, we don't actually let them get us in the headlock. Why? Just like with the full Nelson defense we did before with the shoulder, the concept is if you can, it's far better to avoid the move than to try to remove yourself from it when they're already locked in. However, the other two do in fact work to try and get ourselves locked in. We will talk about, again, how we move, why, and we'll talk about headlocks and what things people can do from them and what we can do to keep ourselves safe while we're fighting in the headlock. So we're going to start with first one, where we are not going to let them get us all the way in the headlock. From the head, this is kubi, nuki, shime, hayazushi, ichi. So, assuming my uke is a little larger, or maybe I'm down. Anyways, you're going to get me in a headlock, but I don't want to let them. It's that simple to say no. Like, if you're getting in the headlock, and they're coming in tight, you can get your arm up here. Now from here, I've got a nice easy grip. Come right to here, and we remember this from orange belt. Now, if somehow they turn out, spin out, fine, let them. And then we bump, break, and throw. Oh, something got it from the other side. Block this thing. Come into here, they get out, bump, break, and throw. Hey! Oh, something else. Let's talk about what we're doing, how, and why. Yes, they're not actually getting in the headlock. We're stopping the headlock. They're trying to get to the headlock. The next 2 moves will show, get to the headlock. But I've had people complain that, well, you didn't let them get in the move. Yeah, you're right. I didn't. I cheated. Cheat. All right. So while we're cheating, boom, get this here. It's all we need. She really can't get it. Get that headlock. As long as your arm is here, as long as you've got this up, there ain't nothing they can do about it. Try again. And push it forward. Now, as you push it forward, swing it around. Right into here, right into here. So remember, we can choke, knife edge choke, smash the nose, and pull the jaw. For whatever reason, none of these have worked. They were too quick for us, right? So as I'm coming in, boom, I block this, I come around, they're moving. Yeah, I didn't get it. So remember the bump. When you bump this, shoot your hand forward like it's a punch. Boom, to bump. Come under. And again, discuss this before, whichever shoulder you want. The near side, far side. I like far side. Again, because this is also shigarami, I can throw from here. And if they bend the arm and fight their way out of it, fine. I simply redirect their force and I throw. Well, sotogari, you notice I didn't actually throw sotogari there. I literally just let the kote makitori do the work. But let's throw sotogari. Other side. So again, when they come in, boom, knock this thing forward and then shoot here. As you're coming in, maybe they don't let you for whatever reason. Okay, fine. Boom, hit this thing. Keep them moving. Boom, hit this thing. Keep them moving. And boom, hit this thing. And again, so all you new guys are going to like, oh yeah, and try to chop the leg from out there. Remember, Guro Sotogari, whether you were in your classical judo grip or in Kote Makitori, where's your hip? Right inside here. Boom. The whole thing goes. Much easier if your hips are positioned correctly to throw off their Zushi. Yes? So, one more time, combat spot. Hit. 1, 2, and 3. We'll be nice to you. So again, remember, The important part of this one is as they come up to the side, for whatever reason, get this arm up. That right there. If they fight it, they can't. And now, haha, you're already locked in for the rest of this. Good job. From the head, this is kubi nuki hayazushi, or kubi nuki shime hayazushi ni. So it's the headlock, second one, headlock escape. This time, they've got me in the headlock. Uh-oh. Ha-ha! All right. I've had people say, well, they're not punching you, so it's not fair. Okay, that's reasonable. A lot of people, when they get to the headlock, want to punch. You should know that some people, when they get to the headlock, want to break your freaking neck and bear you down to the ground. That is a legitimate use of the headlock, and I see that with untrained people in street fights. You know, they don't necessarily grab and go punching, and if they do, tuck your head in tight like this. My head's in tight. She's punching the top of my head. I don't like this. I'm not a fan, but her fist doesn't like it either. It beats being punched in the face. So turn your head in to protect it. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to attack some things on the face. We're going to attack under the philtrum right here, under the jawline right here. Again, this is pressure point compliance. Now, we're also going to hit a pressure point on the leg. What if the pressure points don't work? I have met 2 people in 30 years that the philtrum pressure point didn't stop completely. They were really, really, really big. The fun thing about big people is the hamstring grip is that second pressure point we're going to grab. Really big people tend to have really tight hamstrings, and you will get them to yelp and move. Secondarily, if the philtrum doesn't work, the jaw will. And you don't need to stop the fight with this pressure point. This is not about knocking them out. This is about turning their head. That's all you really have to do. So, allow me to demonstrate. It's that fast. Now I'll show you slowly. So as we come up, we come into here. We pull the philtrum back. If you feel the back of the knee, just above that with the hamstring, you put your fingers on either side. And it's like an electric shock to the back of that leg.
Ah, I don't like that.
If you can't get it, that's okay. You can still just push the leg up. It's hard for them to fight it. Especially if you just crank the head. Like say I can't get that. Look, we can play muscle if you want to. I'm just old and broken and would rather, you know, be mean and use the pressure points if I can. You can use muscle if you have to, but we're going to try to avoid that. All right, so from here, get it moving. Into the dakshina ichi. They shoot out of it. Again, rimi nage, it doesn't work. Spin down, slap, choke. Other side. Turn head in, turn that. Whee! Here, and either slap or choke. The ear slap is if you're looking to get away. Like if you don't want to wrestle with them anymore, they're big, they're scary, pop them in those ear holes and get out. What if you miss? What if you don't hit the ears precisely? What if you didn't discombobulate them? They're still on the ground and you just slapped them. Get the hell out. Like, you're ahead of the game. And if you really need to, like, okay, this has got to stop, then yeah, go for the hadakshime from the rear, choke, night time. All right, I'm going to do this combat speed to see how fast this goes when she grabs me. Ready? Boom. Now, I cheated. I did what I did before. I stopped I stopped before it ever got there, just going for your hand. Let's pretend this time we'll do combat speed from, oh, she's already got me. I've screwed up. I've let her get this hold. Okay. Oh, this sucks. You ready? Boom, boom, boom. When we do it at combat speed, we're doing it fast enough that they don't really have a chance to figure out which way you're going before you're already trying to throw them. And again, with everything, as we come in, we come into here. We come into here. You have a guillotine. This might work from here. You might be done. If it's not, shoot them up here. It might knock them down. If they don't, if they find it, okay, fine. Now we're in a better position where they're in front of us and are at our mercy. So, second headlock defense. Philtrum. So again, under the philtrum, under the chin, definitely under the jaw. Here, anything to make them and shy away and turn. Turn the head, you can turn the body. From the head, this is kubi, nuki, shime, hayazushi, san, the final headlock defense. Alright, so let's talk about what we're doing here and why you do one versus the other. Alright, so this time they've got me. Previously, I went straight for these. Now, I'm going to go for the hand. I'll push it up, come up here, and come up here. So let's talk about how we isolate their hands, why we isolate their hands, what's useful for that. Okay, the first thing that comes to mind, if she puts me in a headlock and she lets go to punch me, good. Now I have the hand. You know, I didn't have to do anything to make this my personal property. She let go. Tactical error is assuming that their strength alone will hold them so they can get a wallop in. Again, turn your head in, let them wall at the top of your head. It's going to hurt, but it's not nearly as bad as getting punched in the face. And you can then attack their wrists. Secondarily, what if they're trying to bury you to the ground and they just can't get the nose, or it's just nasty, you don't want to, you know, and the knee didn't work, you know. Oh, God, couldn't get it. Okay, fine. So how do we make them let go here? Yeah. Punch. Rub. Yeah. No. You attack the small bones. Grab. You have a hand here. Put it up in here. Right there. Now, am I being grabbed? Yes. Is she choking me? No. Can I pull a finger off? Oh, yes, I can. No. And if you can't get into Hineri, just turn yourself there. Again, Kote Hineri, thumbs crossed on the back. It didn't work. Come up here, come down there, and that hurts immediately. So, she's grabbing me. I'm going to make her let go. I can either smash a finger, I can punch here. It all hurts. I can definitely shoot this up as I do, you know.
No!
Thumb to
so
thumb.
Hard.
See, I get thumb to thumb right here, and then all I have to do is stand straight up, and I am already in Hineri. Now, if she turns towards me to try to get out, okay, fine. Oh. This is when I grab the thumb and rip that sucker off. Yeah. So, if somebody was trying to bear me to the ground, like this, I might very much make them do this, but like we did previously. But if they're going to grab me and they're going to let go and try to like punch me, this is perfect for this. Right here, right here. Look, see? They got to get past that, and you only have a half second till you're here in the Kote Hineri. You're turning this. They turn to get out of it. Okay, fine. Again, lift up, come up, grab this thumb, and down we go. And it's all she wrote. All right? It's the last headlock defense. So that was Tedori Jujitsu's Green Belt Tip 1 from the head. 3 different ways to get out of a headlock. Again, headlocks are fairly common in street scraps. You know, most people who know what they're doing, they're far more likely to grab you in something a little better than a headlock. There are ways to grab a headlock to make it very, very dangerous. So understand that you definitely don't want to stand there and say, haha, you can't do anything to me. It's a bad position to be in. Despite, you know, the bearing down or the punching aspect, like they can really, really hurt your neck doing certain things. So we have to treat it seriously. Don't be there. Try that. That one, the very first one, is one of the best ones to do. Again, with resistance, with a partner, trying real hard to get it. Pop that thing off and say, haha, no. Also try the resistance. Be gentle with your friend's nerves. They hurt. I know it's real easy to say, I'm tougher than that. That nerve strike won't hurt me. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It will hurt. And again, also, kote henari is a very, very dynamic wrist thing. You need to be careful with that. Absolutely work with your friend, work with your opponent, trying to get some licks in, and you turn your head down and get into this position. But once you're into those wrist lock positions, be very careful. If you still don't like any of this, we'll come into class. We'll show you why it works and why we like it. And otherwise, stay safe. Thanks.